How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of IPA time in the form of District 96 Brewing's Political Juice. Love that name, actually. District 96, New York brewery. Haven't been there yet. Was lucky enough to get some crowlers from them. Thank you very much, guys. Super excited to give it a whirl. I say I'm all new beer, but these guys kind of have their, they're known from kind of hitting it out of the park with the IPA, so let's dive into it. As far as what this is in a crowd, it says Political Juice, IPA, 6%, done. Logoing throughout, that be that. Let's not pussyfoot around. Just dive right into this sucker. You can watch one of my traditional horrible crowler pours. Let's see what we have this time. Honestly, that's probably one of the better ones I've done. I mean, spillage on these things are absolutely almost unavoidable. I'm kind of really excited about that. Do a little cleanup here because got to keep it clean. I don't want to be sticky and shit. Anyway, gigantic head. That's all from the pour, from the crowler, whatnot. So don't read too much into that. What is there is a give or take about 2 fingers, creamy yet rocky as you do with these gigantic pours, and pretty uniform bubbles throughout. She got that haze, orange, deep red orange honey kind of mixture going on in there. Throughout the whole thing, a little darker in the core, and it's not the haziest thing in the history of mankind, but she's hazy, she's dense, she looks like, those kind of IPAs, those unfiltered IPAs, everybody gets the vapors for it nowadays, so see if we can rip a head through this, or nose through this head, not head through this nose. 6 of 1. Oh yeah, that's my jam right there. That's that green. It's got that green, baby. It's got that tomato stocky greeniness, that vegetal spicy greeniness that this dude covets so much. You want a quick way to my heart? That's one of them. I talked about it in one of the other reviews I did from these guys, so go watch that one. Yeah. Big, sticky, slightly resinous, but more kind of herbally, kind of green, stocky tomato-ness. There's a fruit in there too, but it's definitely kind of a second player in the beer. It's like a mixture of all your typical descriptors that everybody throws out there. Your tropical fruits, star fruit, soul fruit, citrus, all that stuff. Not super candied, sweet, but above juiciness. It's like kind of like a from concentrate kind of juiciness. But that green is just kind of encapsulating the whole thing. So, yeah. She smells right up my fucking alley. So, I'm just going to dive right in. Cheers. Super drinkable. Super tasty. Super drinkable. The green part, I wish it was a little bit bigger. It doesn't come off nearly as big as you'd expect it to, based off of what the nose presents you. Typically, when you get that kind of greeniness and you get that impactful in the nose, it kind of ends up being even a little bit bigger in the mouth. Here, it's a little bit softer. The mouth feels very soft. It's not dense. It's very soft. Just south of creamy. You get that kind of greeniness. Then you get that kind of fruit juiciness, like from concentrate, but it is a little bit less sweet than you'd expect. So everything's a little bit kind of dialed back, based off of kind of what you'd expect based off the nose. Not necessarily a bad thing. It lends itself to be super chuggable. And each sip, that greenness builds, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, super nice, like creepily drinkable beer. I think I said this about the one double IPA I did from them, the first one I reviewed actually. It was their mother of all bombs. I just wanted that beer to be lower ABV. I'm kind of saying the same thing with this beer. If this beer was like 5 or sub 5%, I'd be flipping shit. You know what I mean? And it's not so much that the taste isn't there. It's so much that I want this to be a session beer. I want this to be a 4.5% beer and deliver what it's delivering to me in that kind of taste. All that aside, I'm nitpicking. I'm picking those nits, baby. And you just have to say, soft is the name of the game here. Everything's rounded. That green kind of builds. Kind of like if you ever have chili beer and you take a sip and you're like, oh, it's not that hot. Take a sip. Well, yeah. Take another sip, and you're like, okay. And then by the third one, you're like, okay. It's a spicy chili beer. That's kind of how the green plays on this one. And each sip you take gets a little bit more greeny, a little bit more kind of like dry, and a little bit more kind of that tomato stocky vegetal thing going on. But just so easy. It's so easy to drink. That has been almost the kind of mantra throughout the whole. Let's see, they sent me 5 crowlers. This is the third one I'm into. Each one was infinitely drinkable. And that is a really good kind of core to have at the center of all your beers. Because secret's out. For all you hoarders and traders and, you know what I mean, rafflers and razzlers and all that stuff, beer's meant to be drank. I know, it's kind of a weird fucking concept, isn't it? You buy beer, you drink it, enjoy it. I know. It's very weird to kind of process it that way. But beer's meant to be drank, and when it's this easily consumable, it's kind of fucking scary. And pretty impressive, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs I've had as of late? Yes, not at the top, but it's in the conversation. I've had ones that really do it for me a little bit more than this. Give me a little bit more green, pack on a little bit more kind of that fruitiness, especially in the haze kind of game. But it's definitely in the conversation. From a drinkability standpoint, it's like up there with some of the best, if not one of the best. Value availability, I'm assuming it's brewery only. It comes in a crowler. Pricing, I don't know. I don't do any of that research beforehand. I want to go into things clean, so take that for what it's worth. Someone wants to chime in, that would be awesome. And I'll leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like those big New England kind of IPA beers, but you want them in more drinkable sense. This is kind of this new wave brewery thing going on. I usually don't like to kind of mention other breweries too much when I talk about a specific brewery. I just kind of feel like that's kind of, I don't know, whatever, bad form. But this is in that vein of the kind of equilibriums of the world. It's in the vein of that, you know, I wouldn't exactly go Hudson Valley Brewing, but those kind of breweries that are doing these kind of hazy IPAs, but more kind of comfortable, soft, probably water purified to a T or water dialed into a T kind of breweries that just make an infinitely drinkable beer. I think of Equilibrium's Photon when I drink this beer. It's a markedly different beer. It's not the same beer. And that beer is a little bit smaller in ABV, but it has that infinitely crazy drinkability to it that it's like so easy to drink. This is just scary drinkable. So, you know what I mean? If you're into those kind of beers, if you're into welcoming beers, well-made beers, super easily drinkable beers that still pack the shit you're looking for, it's worth giving it a whirl. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tapped. Massive Beers, all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice political juice right now, baby. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.